And then I guess the last thing I did want to touch upon for this episode, um, you mentioned that the wave kind of has started back.
Yeah.
So, and then you also mentioned how old girl didn't know about the waves.
Hmm.
Do we think that's because she didn't know about them because she was stuck in the labyrinth at the time,
Well, the
or maybe
thing,
the waves work differently in this world?
what the way I'm thinking is A, that could be a thing. They could have a different name for it completely, or B, is that uh, what was I say? It could be possible that she could have missed whatever a wave was when she was captured because we don't know how long we don't know what has been going on while she was in there,
Correct.
and we don't know how the waves necessarily affect their world because the wave could be like, oh, how long you have until you get like till Glass Lark and them get transported
Gets
to
transported to
Naofumi's
the other
world.
world. Yeah.
Like it could for them, it could just be like them getting like those heroes getting teleported over to fight Naofumi or something like that, or
Or
Lois. It could be nothing. I don't know. Um, and it could be having to do with and the fact that it's here now could have something to do with now Fumi now appearing in this world.
well, I wouldn't. The only reason why I wouldn't say is nothing is because we know the reason why Glass and gang are invading Nafumi's world is because to quote
Save
unquote save their
their
world.
world.
So it has to have some ramifications on the world one way or another. We just
Yeah,
don't
I'm just saying
quite
like
know yet.
if she doesn't know what it is, it can't. It has to be something that can be easily like contained that doesn't get out to a lot of people.
Correct.
Because she's a hero. Even if she's not like a cardinal hero, she is still a hero, and I
She
feel
is a
like she
hero.
would
Yes.
should be aware of whatever the fuck you know.
My vote is the way it started when she got trapped in the labyrinth. Well, they started during the time while she was trapped in the labyrinth. That's my guess.
Maybe, but I
Because
feel like we'll get into it. The only thing is about that I don't like or like that has a hole in it. When she meets up with the hero that we meet in 9, he doesn't mention it. He
he
doesn't
doesn't mention
mention.
the ways. I
Yeah,
mean,
so that's the only thing because I feel like, hey, if this started happening while you were gone, they would tell her.
maybe, but I guess that just still depends because she is a vassal hero and not a cardinal hero. So
But I mean, the waves have effect on the world as far as we know. That's
yeah,
what
as
I'm
far as we
saying.
know, yeah.
So that's why I was like, unless this has happened the whole time, and it's an easy, and their version of the wave is just simply Lark Glass and them being teleported to Naofumi's world to fight him. I don't see how you couldn't know because our only example of waves is like, oh, monsters appearing out of the fucking nowhere and destroying shit. You don't ignore that. Like they
No,
don't.
you don't ignore that, which is why I said that um, the waves probably started happening while she was in Lebanon, but also yes, that's something you don't necessarily miss. But the waves don't necessarily happen everywhere in the world at once. The waves, when the waves do come, is in a contained area, if you will, of
Yeah, it's true.
a certain area.
That
So
that is true, but I'm just saying, like the way this world seems is like it's like a network. Granted, they have enemy nations, but I feel like that's a bigger reason for them to know what's going on in different parts of the world because they have to
and
keep tabs on
then
stuff.
another reason why she might not necessarily know about the waves is because we do know she was summoned to her world for a different reason than Nafumi, because that's when part of
True, but I'm
the
just saying.
conversation when he brought up the waves. She
Uh,
was like, "No, I don't know what those about." We
well, I
was like, "We're
guess.
some here for different reasons." So
But my own thing with that is, I guess, is like that still relies on the fact that like they are keeping this like giant ass monsters coming out of the world secret from a hero, which I don't, which how they treat her in episode 9, I don't think they do that.
I mean, maybe not, but at the same time, well, no, I was about to say she's not really a fighter, but I take that back. She just can't hurt humans. She can hurt monsters. We've seen her take down a monster, so I'm going to nip that in the bud now. So never mind. I will agree with you. Yes, if
That's
the
all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like with that one specifically, there's a hole there. But
I don't know. I mean, there's a
I
hole in there in general, but I don't know. I don't know. Still, my guess. I'm still going with it, even though there is a hole in it. The way it started happening while she was in the labyrinth. Yes, there may be a small hole in it, but goddamn it, I'm sticking with
I'm
my theory.
I'm thinking that the waves are either new or B that it's been something that's been happening, but it's so easily contained it's so small, like like Lark and them traveling or something like that, that it's not like something major that everybody knows about it. That's
Yeah,
the
because I
only
mean, who
that's
knows?
the
I
only
mean,
thing that makes sense to me.
Glass is a badass. Who knows? Maybe she had single-handedly handling the waves on her side. Who
Maybe, who knows?
now? I'm gonna hop back on this before I lose my train of thought. So now, back to we was discussing, our girl, the
Come on,
God damn it,
come on.
Kizuna,
Mm-hmm.
old girl, heard know about the plot hole and whatnot. The reason why she may not know about it is because as you just discussed in this episode, she goes back to the capital and the people and everything. And the way they, like you said, they looked at Nafumi. They was like, "Why is he here? Get him out of here. He's here to destroy our world." Kizuna knew nothing about that. So, with that being said, if she basically knows nothing about what's
Well,
going on with other heroes and stuff like that, what makes you think she still
well,
might necessarily what's going on with the other cardinal
to
heroes of her world?
to
So that we just found out. Well, no, pause. So we just found out that that they are in fact keeping secrets from the heroes
can
in their world.
just let me just let me
What's up?
let me answer
What's
the
up?
question.
What's up?
This is a hero from a different world,
Okay.
so that's one. So it's not
Yeah.
necessarily that they're keeping hero there that like this is information that you need to know, because it's very from my understanding, here people coming to their world might be a rarity. So that might be why, quote unquote, there's a secret about it. And two, the thing that I'm not sure if the waves is related to this, but the fact of the matter is they could know that they send Lark and them to go fuck over Naofumi's world. So they could think that Naofumi's over there to get revenge for them fucking
Correct.
over his world.
But but once again, that would be some information that they're keeping from.
But I'm saying, like,
girl.
that information, it could only be kept from her, possibly because it's a rarity. And also, too, why would you want to tell somebody that you summoned to this world that we're actively sending people to go fuck up a different world? We're the good guys, though. We're the good people. You don't say. I'm just saying. I'll say that I don't disagree in the fact that they could be keeping the waves from her.
But once again, them actively sending people to another world to fuck up shit is part of the waves, though.
It could be. I said that.
It ain't no could be. We know that.
I said that could be the way. I said that could be their version of the wave is them infiltrating Naofumi's world. I did say that what it could be. I'm just saying it being what Naofumi's version is would be, and her not knowing about it would be weird to me, because I'm just saying, like, even if that's not happening in her region, that is a crazy ass occurrence to not know about.
And once again, she might not know about it because it happened while she was in the fucking labyrinth.
But what
I'm sticking with it. I don't care. I'm sticking with
it. From I don't know if it would
until proven a further notice, until proven wrong. I'm sticking with it,
and that's fair. I think it's crazy, but that's fair.